folks, welcome to my new video. Today I wanted to show you my Valerian collection, Valerian and the City of Thousand Planets. One of the last movies, so I suppose the last movie up to date from great look and the spiritual successor to The Fifth Element. I have here a big sleeve UK edition, a vinyl size edition, and a German Steelbook, a German 3D Steelbook, a soundtrack digipack, and this incredibly great ultimate collector's edition from France. Well, let's start with the big sleeve edition in this big quarter sleeve, with this incredibly beautiful glossy artwork with 3-disc, Blu-ray 2D, 3D and DVD. Now without the quarter sleeve, this incredible artwork. Valerian and the City of Thousand Planets is one of my favorite movies of the recent years. I just love it. It is so incredibly creative with its characters, it has absolutely incredible visuals, very interesting design and plot decisions. It's the Blu-ray, and there are also some cards. There were some other editions that were released as big sleeve editions, for example Jurassic Park, Renet's Bubble, and the Pearls, the alien race of the Pearls. The Cara Delevingne, I just love Cara Delevingne. She's simply great. I love her in nearly every movie. And Dan DeHaan, Valerian. I know that it was criticized, especially the casting of Dan DeHaan and Cara Delevingne was criticized, and I see why, but it doesn't destroy the movie for me at all. So I don't understand this harsh criticism. It has so many elements that you won't simply find in any movie, even in Star Wars movie. With this planet, with this huge space station of 1,000 planets, with 1,000 alien cultures, each of them was shown in a very creative way. Now to the Ultimate Collector's Edition, with this transparent slipcover. Now without the slipcover, let's see what's on the back side. Valerian, and here is the back side of this huge and really heavy box. So now let's open this bad boy. Have to wait a long time to buy this one. It costed over 100 euros, and well, there's not that much in it, so that would cost over 100 euros. But then there was an offer on Amazon France. So at first this thing, the soundtrack, and then the rest. So let's take out all the goodies. There are 2 envelopes, 3 envelopes, a hardcover book, really glossy, and that's actually very unusual. I never saw this before. There are a lot of discs, I suppose 8 discs, and they are stored in this in an MRA and a Steelbook. So it's both are, I suppose, 3-disc editions. So I begin with the goodies. I begin with this hardcover book. The same as the backside of the box. And there is another thing that I simply love about this movie. This movie is so French. It's so French. It's like it's really like a Fifth Element. You can see this really unusual style. This comedy. This crazy characters that you won't see in any other movie. It feels like a sequel to A Fifth Element. I would love to see a sequel one day. The book is of course in French, fortunately, but unfortunately the film was a flop, partly because of the critics. Often I understand the criticism, but sometimes I can't understand it, because I watched this one in cinema, in 3D. It was a great experience with friends, and we all loved it. It was all people who I know at least thought it was at least a decent movie. So I can't understand why such a great movie can flop in the box office. About different characters. The Mallow, very important character in the movie. So many different locations. It's pure imagination. Well, now to the envelopes. So that was on the box. The sticker, Edition Collector. And here's what's inside. The J card. The J card. Yeah, the cards, the lithograph, and the book. Well, now at first to the lithograph. So Valerian based on a comic, and it's actually a scene from a comic. The Luc Besson, so now some postcards that I of course won't send anywhere. Luc Besson wanted to make a movie based on Valerian comics for a long time, and in 1995 he made Fifth Element instead, because the CGI technology was not yet there. It was simply not possible to make a movie of that scale that would look as good as Luc Besson wanted it to. So I had to wait a lot of years to make this movie. The beginning of the movie is incredible. Major Tom. Now to the soundtracks. The soundtrack is included in vinyl, as a vinyl record. I don't have a player for it, and I'm not going to buy it, so I bought also a soundtrack on CD. It's actually a 2-disc DVD CD soundtrack, and on the first discs are the Bost vinyl records. So it's this just beautiful artwork from orchestra and scenes from the movie, and here are the sleeves within. Here are the sleeves where the vinyl records are stored. I can't really understand why this huge expensive collector's edition don't have a soundtrack. Well, so I had to buy it separately. There are some Valerian editions that have the Valerian logo printed on them, but this one, as a kid, I actually had a player. I never thought that so many years later, when vinyls are should be pretty much dead, I would actually buy something that includes a real vinyl record. It's a strange gimmick. Now to the CD soundtrack that I can play, that everyone can play, with this beautiful artwork. And as I said before, there are 2 discs, and both vinyl records are included on the first disc. So the second disc is exclusive for a CD version. I know that the vinyl records become more and more popular. Beautiful digipack, this small booklet. Very beautiful artwork. Now let's take a look on the inside inner artwork. I think it's great that they didn't choose to take a simple jewel case, but make the really beautiful packaging. Now, last but not least, the movie is stored on suppose 6 discs. So there is an MRA version. It's 3D Blu-ray plus DVD, and a Ultra HD version in a Steelbook. And I also will compare the Steelbook with the German one. So here's the back side. Here's a J card. So and now the German Steelbook with this J card and this backside artwork like the box. One of the most unusual storages of the discs of an edition. So actually 2 separate editions that I suppose are also sold separately, and no disc is there are no discs that come twice. So we have here in Steelbook Ultra HD Valerian, disc of Valerian, a small bonus disc, a Valerian 2D Blu-ray version, a Valerian 3D version. I suppose it has a 2D version, also a 2D version, a bonus Blu-ray disc, and Valerian on a DVD. Well, now let's look what's inside the German Steelbook. And here we have a 3D Blu-ray and a 2D Blu-ray, and here's nothing missing. It actually has 3 slots for some reason. 1 slot is empty. Now let's take a look on the inner artwork without the discs, with these 2 pictures, and this is the German. I suppose it is also available internationally. Now let's compare the Steelbooks. Here's the front side. Both are really beautiful and pretty much similar. Have a similar style with this white. And the spine is nearly identical. No, it's not nearly, it's identical. Well, folks, that was it. Let me know in the comments below, how did you like this in my opinion, great movie. Do I agree with critics who hate it? Let me know in the comments below, how did you like this edition and these editions, the soundtrack and so on. And subscribe to my channel. Till the next time. Bye bye.